everyone, how's it going? This is Gadget Guru. I've been doing some thinking, and this is going to be on the subject of Dark Worlds, if you can't tell by the title. I made a couple conjectures about the deck, and some people ridiculed me for it. Some people thought that I was, not seeing the whole picture. I was, believe me, I was looking at the whole picture. When I was talking about Dark Worlds, I looked at all the cards before I even spoke. Like I said, the biggest problem I see with the deck is that it's all -1s. I mean, Dark World Lightning, Dark World Dealings, it doesn't matter what cards you're using, it's a -1. And yeah, you could say, well, if I use Brow, it's not really -1. Well, I guess not really, but at the same time it is. Like, if you Dark World Lightning and discard Brow, yeah, you get to draw a card for Brow, but you still lose a card for the Dark World Lightning. Like you still lose a card overall. So that's still a -1. It doesn't really equal out. It just doesn't. Yes, Brow replaces itself, which is okay, but it doesn't make it better. You're still a -1. And when the whole deck is based around -1s, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It just doesn't seem good. When you talk about Fabled Raven, most people go, pitch 3. They'll pitch Grapha, Beige, and whatever, Brow. They'll draw one for Brow, special summon the Beige, and then then they'll return the Beige, special summon the Grapha, and then ditch the Beige. The problem is one Torrential Tribute messes up the entire combo. And you're like, oh fuck, what do I do now? And also they can't run Pot of Duality because the whole deck is special summoning, so they can't run Pot of Duality. That's another problem. I mean, yes, I know they don't need it technically, but Pot of Duality is just a really good card right now in the meta that makes decks better, in my opinion. Another thing about Dark World that bothers me is they're too easy to kill. A single removal card, or a single Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, or a single Consecrated Light, and the deck is dead. Just straight up. When you play a removal card, Banisher of the Radiance, Macros Cosmos, Dimensional Fissure, boom. You better pray to God you draw MST. That's it. If they got Banisher, you're fucked. And that's all there is to it. So you have to pray you draw MST. Okay? So if you don't draw MST, you lose, pretty much. It just doesn't seem good to me. Consecrated Light. How are you going to kill it? Set a monster, set a monster, set a monster. I mean, even if you could get a monster into face of attack, which is, impossible, you can't kill the Consecrated. The only way to kill the Consecrated would be, ditch the Beige. Or, sorry, ditch the Grapha. And that still isn't that good of a play, in my opinion. But it's just it's too easy to stop the deck. That's my opinion. The Shadow Imprisoning Mirror does that too. Oh my god, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror shuts down that deck so hardcore, it's not even funny. And it's a common. Everyone can run it, and everyone will be running it. Believe me, when you play Dark World and you run into someone that goes Shadow Imprisoning, if you ain't got the MST, you lose. Now, a lot of Dark World players I've seen aren't even running MST, which is a big mistake in my opinion. You've got to run MST. That deck is way too dependent on its engine. It doesn't have other options. It's got its engine or nothing. That's all it's got. So you really got to be careful with how you play your cards and play them in the right order and have the protection. Another problem I see is a lot of the Dark World players aren't running any protection. They don't have My Body. They don't have Starlight Road. They don't have anything. They just go summon, 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 and expect it to be okay. It's not going to work out. A single Black Rose is going to fuck you in the face. Simply put. It's to destroy your field card, destroy your bottomless in your back row, and destroy your 4 monsters. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and go, shit. So like I said, I see too many variables that are going to prevent Dark World from being a Tier 1 deck. Now, I'm guessing they're going to be Tier 1.5 to Tier 2. Now, why I say that is they're a good deck. Don't get me wrong. Dark Worlds are a good deck. But the minute they run out of a hand, they lose. It's just that simple. Oh, I have no hand. I lose. They don't have a way of plussing. They really don't. Now, if Card Safe Return was still in the game, they'd be a viable deck. They'd be one hell of a viable deck. A Card Safe Return would make that deck really good. But we don't have that, and we don't have any card equivalent to it. For draw power, they've got Allure. That's about it. Reckless, if they run it, which I don't know why you would run Reckless, but Allure. It's the only really draw power they have, and that's not even a plus. It's just it's just you heard the 2 cards, you get 2 cards, so it's equal. But You know, when you talk about you've got one draw card and all the other decks have so many other draw cards, like Hopeless Dragon. They've got what? 3, 6, 9 draw cards, something like that? I don't know. Way too many. If you count Power Duality as a draw card, I guess they have 12, but whatever, that's not the point. The point is, just, from what I've seen, I looked over all the Dark World stuff, and I don't think it's going to cut it. So, on another thing, I did a little tech talk on Celery of Dark World, or whatever his new name is, Salurai, Guru of Dark World, or whatever. And I said he was a really good card, and people were like, well, he's not good, he's crap, you know, I'd be surprised if he was played, blah, blah, blah. Well, to be honest, think about it, he is good. You know, you pitch him, and then he allows you to pitch any other monster, and he gets its full effect. Now, when you talk about Grapha, Silva, Brow, any of them, I don't care. Like, any of those creatures, when they get their full effect, that is 10 times better than their single effect. It just is. So, you have to understand that. Especially with Grapha, like, oh my god, discard, you blow up a card on the field and special summon a monster, oh, it's broken. B-R-O-K-E-N. So, it's just like, Celery is a very good card. Like, read Celery and then think about how many applications that has. I mean, that has just infinite applications. It really does. Because you get to choose the card. Now, if it was one random card, yeah, that might suck. But you get to choose the card. The opponent gets to choose the card they discard. So that's what makes it good. But overall, I don't think Dark Worlds are going to make it. I really don't. I don't have faith in them. I'm sorry to say that. I like the Dark World engine. I like the Dark World structure deck, but from what I've seen so far, from people playtesting it, from watching Dueling Network, they just don't have the So, I'm going to predict they're not going to be top tier and unstoppable like everyone says they are. They're going to be an okay deck, tier 1.5, tier 2. On a good day, maybe a tier 1, but we'll see at Columbus. That's going to be the real determiner. Because Columbus is going to be Dark World agents and Plankton crew out the ass. That's really what it's going to be. And I'm going to go ahead and do my Columbus predictions in the next video. So we'll go ahead and go to that now.